So for the first section, you have to learn a ball mastery move so that you can demonstrate the ball mastery move to your team. For the second part, dribbling sequences, a simple dribbling sequence like outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, or inside left. You could go drag left, drag right, drag left, drag right, drag left, drag right, drag left, right? So it's, or outside, outside, L move, outside, outside, L move, outside, outside, L move, outside, outside. So that's what I mean in terms of a dribbling sequence. So any of those can be effective, and the more that you yourself understand ball mastery and dribbling sequences, you can more effectively teach your team with the monkey see, monkey do principle. For juggling of the barrel game, the way that you can teach fundamental skills to a young team is finding a garbage can or bringing a cheap bin or bucket or barrel from home and putting it at the center of the field where there's a circle, and then you have your whole team line up around on the circle and using different body parts juggle the ball into the barrel, right? So you use your right foot, player goes right foot juggle in, and then they use their left foot juggle in, and then they use both their feet alternating, then it's right thigh, then it's left thigh, then it's both thighs alternating, and then finally finishing with any body part you want. And you want to make it easy in the beginning, right? You want to make skills easy, you want to make strength hard. So this is called the barrel game, and it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of chaos that goes on. For 1v1 cones, you're going to need a stack of cones, right? So you want the cones that are taller so that they can that each player can knock each other's cone over. You could just using a nice, you can use one of the sidelines as a guide to lay down your cones. You space them apart, and then you match one of the cones a few yards away, whatever direction you want, and then have them mirror the first set of cones that you lined up, and then you have players play each other, and then if you keep score of their wins and losses, then that might make them take 1v1 more serious. And then you say, okay, now Bobby plays Billy and Tommy plays Robbie and Rob. And then after they say, okay, then you see who's the best and you have a matchup. And then you see who's the worst and have a matchup. And then it's almost like a 1v1 tournament for the whole season. And you could say, okay, by the end of the season, Johnny had the most wins. And, you know, so keeping score shows them that you're committed to their development, and they might take it more seriously if you do it. When I was coaching young boys, had so many kids that I couldn't effectively execute that. So I would just say switch partners and then have them compete, right? Because I had my team, it was like 20 plus kids of 6, 7, and 8-year-olds. So it was hard to keep track as a single coach, and also, right, just having like, if I really took the time to keep track of their scores in a given practice, it would have taken away from their development. So with this strategy, by the end of the season, all the players commented that they played spring ball and their players looked really, really good. Right? That was the best compliment that I ever got. And we didn't win a lot of games. But if you could only choose between two things, developing your players' technical skills and helping them grow as young men, or winning a lot of games, I think that's an easy decision. So those are the two formats. It's if they're young and don't have technical skills, ball mastery, dribbling sequences, barrel game, 1v1 to cones. If they have technical skills, it's warm-up, possession, finishing on goal, crossing and finishing, and then playing to big goals on a tight field.